If I'm doing my makeup wrong, mind your business. This is nothing like High School Musical. I saw too many girls nude. Teachers can bully you too. If we were to return that same energy, we would be the one in the wrong. College is not for everybody. I had senioritis since I was a freshman in high school. High school is the time to date and figure out what you want and what you don't want. Teachers normally favor students that they know is a little more willing to learn. Don't be up all night on the phone with a boy when you have a test the next day. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, with the topic of high school advice. This video is long overdue. I've been wanting to do this video since I graduated. For whatever reason I didn't, but now I have time and we're gonna talk. I'm gonna give you high school advice. I'm not gonna cover nothing up. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm gonna give it to you how this is gonna come. This is not for a specific classification, meaning freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. This is just in general. If I do have something specifically to say to a certain classification, I will make that known. So let's get started. The very first thing that I have to say, that I feel like so many people tell you this, I feel like it's just a typical advice that everybody says. This is nothing like High School Musical. Nothing. If anything, it's the complete opposite of High School Musical. In this video, you're gonna understand why it's the complete opposite. But let me say this. When I was in middle school, I used to watch high school advice videos and it scared me. It made me so scared because I thought that high school was going to be this, like, I thought it was gonna be hell. High school is what you make it. You are gonna have your ups, you are gonna have your downs, but that's literally anywhere you go. So make the best of your high school experience. I'm gonna just tell you what kind of to expect so you don't go in there blindsided. I'm gonna start off with the general. Freshman girls, listen to me, okay? Listen good. Do not, and I repeat, do not talk to a senior guy. Don't do it. They have no good intentions. None. When you think about it, when you go into high school, you're what, 13 or 14? I don't remember. I was 13, but I've always been younger than yeah. Anyways, think about a guy that's like 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, messing with a 14-year-old. Like, what do you really think that they want? They don't need nothing from you. They definitely don't want a relationship with you. They want some, you know, stay away from them. Be friends with them. Be cool with them. Just don't talk to them like you're about to try to smack your yak. You know what I'm saying? My next tip, don't send that nude. Don't do it. I don't care how cute he's talking to you. I don't care if he's making you feel so special, like you the best little girl in the world. Don't send that nude. Because let me tell you something. The amount of nudes that I saw in high school, I saw too many girls news, not even from just my school. I'm talking about other schools that, yeah. They're gonna try to butter you up. They're gonna try to make you feel like you the most beautiful girl in the world. You so special. No. It's gonna go around. It's gonna go around the school. It's gonna go around several other schools. It's not gonna stay with that guy. Don't expect that to ever be the case. I really want to emphasize this. Don't let no teachers bully you. I feel like so many people, they don't realize teachers can bully. Just like how students can bully, teachers can bully as well. People think, oh, that's the teacher. They're not gonna, no. Teachers can bully you too. I have witnessed it. Unfortunately, this is how it goes. Teachers will bully you. Teachers will pick on you, will disrespect you, make fun of you. Then when the kid tells their mama don't believe them because it's the teacher. I'm not telling you go disrespect these teachers. No, I'm just telling you stand up for yourself. Don't let no teacher talk to you any old kind of way. Because I think that it's very normalized now that so many adults will talk to you any old kind of way and they'll get away with it just because they are adults. If you just so happen to be a parent watching this, I mean, I really don't think that any parents are going to be watching this, but if you just so happen to be a parent watching this, let me tell you something. If your kid comes to you, tell you how a teacher is picking on your child, you better look into that. They might not be lying. I've witnessed so many teachers being so mean and rude to students, and they think that just that they're a teacher and because they are a higher authority and they have a right to treat you that way, and that's not true. Because here's the thing, if we were to return that same energy, we would be the one in the wrong. We would be the problem. We'd be disrespectful. We shouldn't talk to our elders like that. We should respect authority, but these people be provoking us. From when adults used to tell me stories, basically it sounded like whatever the adult says goes, and I feel like it's not the same now. You get what I'm saying? Nowadays, if you disrespect me, listen, I'm not saying I'm gonna disrespect you, but it's gonna take a little bit for me to hold my tongue, because you're not just about to talk to me any old kind of way. I'm not cool with that, whether you're a 96 or 45. Since we're on the topic of bullying, one, if you are somebody who's bullying somebody else, you're lame as heck. I'm not even gonna hold you. There are so many girls that are going to pick on you and try to push your buttons. Some girls are gonna want to pick on you just because you're pretty. Definitely have experienced that in my life, and that's just so lame. But that's how people are. People are jealous. People are miserable. Unfortunately, that's the case. And it's gonna be hard to ignore what people are saying about you. Situations that you experience in high school is gonna make you stronger. I could say, just know you're the. Try your hardest to ignore these. because these people are miserable. They have nothing better to do than to pick on somebody. High school, to me, that's the perfect time to figure out what you want and what you don't want in a guy. Different people have different opinions on that, depending on maturity level. Some people are just not mature enough to even be thinking about a relationship. I feel like there's such a stigma behind, like, if a girl's talking to like 2 guys at the same time, oh, all of a sudden she's a hoe. No, she's not. If you're not dating her, if she is not dating you, if you never asked that girl out, bro, if you don't, go cry somewhere else. And I hate when guys be saying that, and it really do be ruining girls' reputations. But it's like, for what? What if you like something in one guy that you don't like in the other? You are not considered a hoe unless you are having sex with multiple people or doing like sexual things with multiple people. You talking to different guys and trying to figure out what you want and what you don't want in a guy, what you like and what you don't like in a guy. That's normal. So don't let nobody sit up here and call you a hoe just because you want to talk to different guys. So that is not what a hoe is. These boys be delusional. Here's the thing though. I'm not telling you to go around, be a little thotty body, be a little hoe. That's not what I'm saying. Senioritis is so real. I'm so convinced. I had senioritis since I was a freshman in high school because I was so ready to graduate as soon as I even got there. Senioritis is definitely real and it's going to be hard. You're going to lack motivation, but think about the long-term goal. Think about what you want to be when you're older. Keep pushing towards that. And in order to get to where you want to be when you're older, you're going to have to complete something basic like high school before you can even get to college and start taking these college classes. So that kind of leads me into my next topic, which is, this is going to sound kind of bad. College is not for everybody. If you don't want to go to college, because here's the thing, some parents are like, you're going to go to college regardless. However, I don't necessarily agree with that mentality just because it's like, college is not for everybody. And so parents are wasting their money to send their child to college to do nothing. And if you already don't want to go to college, what makes you think that your child is going to thrive? What makes you think that your child is going to do their best to maintain good grades? They don't want to be there in the first place. To the children, if you don't want to go to college, have a plan B and be able to propose another option to your parents. Because if you're like, Mom, I don't want to go to college. Okay, well, what are you going to do? I don't know. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to get on your feet and start doing something with your life. Make sure you know what you want to do, or at least have an idea, because you are young. When you graduate high school, you're what, like 18, sometimes 17? I mean, I was 16. But we ain't got to talk about that. Even if you go into college for a specific, for example, like going to cosmetology school, going to trading school, trucking school, I don't know, something. Make sure you're able to propose another idea to your folk so they're not just thinking that you're going to be sitting on your butt for the rest of your life. You get what I'm saying? This is more so life advice. This is what I'm about to say. But it is also high school advice because it happens a lot in high school. I mean, and in college from what I've seen. But hey, anyway, if somebody not treating you right, girl, let that go. Stop holding on to that. I mean, it's a lot easier said than done because there's several reasons why people still cling to relationships or why people still are in relationships, like emotional attachment, different stuff like that. There is going to be somebody out there to treat you right. And let me tell you this, especially if you're in high school, you are not even going to see this man no more when you go to college. You're not even going to think about this man no more. You might as well let that man go and go find you somebody bigger and better in college. I'm not going to sit here and say that your situation might be better because there's some people in college who still are a little... They still don't know what they're doing. There are some people in college that have a better idea of what a relationship is. When somebody tell you, don't tell nobody, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Because once you tell somebody, that person's gonna tell somebody else. If you are gonna tell somebody that don't go to your school, go tell your cousin. If you really have to get it off your chest, don't go spreading that around the school, because let me tell you something, you are going to lose friends because it's going to come back to them in some way, shape, or form. All right, next thing, girls, these dudes, they're not your big bro. They're waiting in line. They're waiting for you to like them, or they're waiting for you and your current boyfriend to break up, whatever. They're not your big bro. That leads me into my other topic. I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't date, because I've seen some videos, and I remember the advice that I got from like different friends before I went into high school was don't date guys or don't talk to guys. That's so unrealistic because I'm a girl, and if I like boys, I'm gonna want to talk to a boy. Like, that's just, hello, that's life. I will tell you to try to be as selective as possible. Although some people are two-faced, you find out how they really are later on in the relationship. But just keep in mind your worth. Don't be tempted to do anything that you really truly don't want to do. And if you're not being treated properly, just go ahead and leave. Get out of there. And breakups are gonna happen, and I feel like that's a given. I mean, some people are on and off their entire high school year. Sometimes breakups are a bit harder for some people than others, but you'll get over it. And it's gonna feel pretty bad, but you'll get over it, I promise. Give me a second, y'all. I can't do eyeliner on camera. I gotta do this off camera. If you are actually able to get eyeliner even, you're goated, because I can never do it. Everybody Let's be realistic here. You're gonna skip class once, twice, maybe 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, maybe even 10 times. I don't know. However, don't do it too often, okay? You still need to learn your lesson. You still need to pay attention in class. Don't skip too much. Next thing is don't be scared to ask questions. There's a lot of people who are scared to speak up and ask questions like to the teacher if they don't understand something. Don't be scared. You speaking up might actually give somebody else the courage to speak up and ask their questions. One thing that I've learned, teachers normally favor students, and teachers, as much as teachers say they don't have favorites, they do. Teachers normally favor students that ask questions that they know is a little more willing to learn. So if they know you're engaged, you're doing your work, you're asking questions you want to understand more, they're gonna like you, and they might even, give you a couple extra points on a test here and there. I used to be scared to speak up, but I did used to look up to the people that did speak up. And once I started looking up to them, I'm like, oh, okay, they're speaking up. I can speak up now. Don't be scared to speak up in class if you don't understand anything. Plus, you don't want to fall too far behind. And if you don't understand what you're doing, you're not going to be able to succeed and do well in that class. All right. Be unexplainably you. Is that what they say? Be unapologetically. Unapologetic. Whatever. There are going to be people that don't like you for literally no reason whatsoever. Like, people are weird. Be you regardless. And those people that hate you, they secretly love you because they always talking about you. They always watching your every move. They love you and they jealous. Because if you don't like them, why are you talking about them so much? If there's a rumor going on around about you and it's not true, acknowledge it, deny it, and drop it. It's going to be over in the next 2 weeks anyway. Rumors, they spread like wildfires, but they go out like that. Like, they don't last the entire school year, honestly. This is what I always say. When rumors going around about Beyonce, does she confront all of them? No, you don't ever hear Beyonce say nothing. Be like Beyonce. Like, as soon as people see that you don't care, then they don't care. Stand firm in anything you don't want to do. High school, you're going to be open to a lot of new opportunities to, let's be honest here, smoke, drink, have sex. And if you're uncomfortable doing any of those things, don't do it. There are going to be people to try to peer pressure you into doing them. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. If you do want to do it, then people are going to talk about you and it's going to get under your skin. But I remember when I was in high school, one of the things that kept replaying in my head was, I'm never going to see these people again. I see them now. I'm cool with them now. I'm never going to see them again. Their friendships you're going to let go of, because when you're in high school, you can tell. There are going to be friendships you're going to want to obtain. You're going to want to keep up, but there are going to be friendships you're going to want to throw away, and you're not going to want to talk to those people no more just because you're not for them. They're not for you anymore. Make sure you have good friends that help uplift you in every single way. Like, if you are feeling insecure about something, they don't need to joke about that insecurity. You get what I'm saying? If you're feeling discouraged, if you don't want to do your work, if you have like a lot of missing assignments, have friends that uplift you, help you get back on your, help you thrive. Because if you're like, girl, I'm feeling so unmotivated and she don't do nothing to help you, go ahead, drop her. If you're talking to a girl about an insecurity and she telling you it's not that big of a deal, go ahead, drop her too. High school is the time to date and figure out what you want and what you don't want, okay? However, do not make them your number one priority. They are not. If you have a test tomorrow, go study for that test. Do not be up on the phone all night with your boyfriend. Little story time. I was in 9th grade and I had a test to study for. It was history. And I had a little boyfriend at the time. I didn't study for the test. I was up all night with that boy. Yeah, I didn't do too well on that. Yeah, don't be up all night on the phone with a boy when you have a test the next day. It's not going to come out well for you. Try to graduate early. Do dual enrollment, anything like that. I know that some schools actually provide opportunity for you to take certain classes so you can graduate a semester early. Do that. You can either start college early or you could just take a semester off and get your money up so you can help pay for college or just have your own little money. Habits that you make in high school lead into college, lead into life. And if you don't fix it up, you're just going to stay that way. Nothing is going to change. Where's my brush? Don't stress and don't procrastinate. That's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, I know. I mean, I stress out myself. I used to be an overthinker. I used to stress about unnecessary stuff. So I 100% understand. Stressing out is not going to do no good for nobody. Try your best not to stress. All right, we're done. I just have to do my lip and wear out. Oh, I gotta do my hair. So we're done with the makeup. I'm gonna just show you guys, or I'm gonna undo my hair and then I'm gonna show you guys how it ended up looking out. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know that I've actually tried this before. I've tried a flexi rod set and it didn't come out too well. I tried it again, and if this comes out well, I actually will do an updated routine. I don't know how I forgot to film an outro, but I did. So this is my outro. There was really nothing else more to the video. That was the final product, as you guys saw. If you guys want to see how I did that hairstyle, go ahead, comment down below and I got you. I hope you're all for that video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.